Hello guys, I am Vedant and welcome back to the channel Compiler. In today's video, I will show you how to install, set up and start using the Antigravity IDE on your computer completely for free. I will guide you step by step so even beginners can follow along easily. So make sure you watch this video till the end and let's get started. So first, let's understand what Antigravity actually is. Antigravity IDE is a modern browser-based coding environment that allows you to write, edit, and manage your code directly from your system without any complicated setup needed. It provides a clean interface, file explorer, terminal access, and support for multiple programming languages, which makes it very beginner-friendly. The best part is that it is lightweight, easy to use, and perfect for students, beginners, and even developers who want a simple coding workspace. You can create projects, write code, manage files, and collaborate everything all in one place. So let's start by installing the Antigravity IDE. For that, first go to your Google Chrome or any browser and search for the word Antigravity and hit enter. Then click on the first link that says Google Antigravity. Simply click on it. Then you will be redirected to this type of page that looks similar to this. Now based on your device configuration, it will show you download for Windows. Since I am on Windows, it is showing me download for Windows. Now go and click on it. After clicking on it, it will show you 3 different devices: macOS, Windows and Linux. If you are on macOS, you can go for these options. If you are on Windows, you can go for these 2 options. And if you are on Linux, you can simply click on the download button. Since I am on Windows x64 system, I will go for download for x64 option. So go and simply click on it. So I will click on download for x64, and as you can see, the download has begun. The .exe file is about 170 or something size. It is about 160 or 170 MB in size. So let it download, and as you can see, the download is completed. Now simply go and click on it once. So after clicking on it, it will show you this type of model. So simply go and click on the I accept the agreement checkbox. Click on next. Click on next. Click on next. Now in this model, you have to select 2 additional tasks, where you have to create a desktop icon, and the second one is to add open with Antigravity action to Windows Explorer file context menu. Click on next, next, and simply hit install. Now it will install. Now click on finish and it will start the setup. Click on next here. Now for a fresh user, click on start fresh and click on the button next. Choose your desired theme. I will keep it black or dark and keep next. Select the recommended settings and click on next. Click on next. Now you have to sign in with your Google account to use Antigravity. So go and click on the sign in with Google button and complete the sign up process. After that, you have to agree with the terms and usage and click on next. Let me maximize it. Dismiss these models which are on the right side. Now let me give you a tour of the IDE. In the middle interface, you can see 3 options, among which one is the open folder option, which on clicking will open the directory where you can code, can store files, documents and everything. Below it you can see the open agent manager, which we will explore later. Next to it is the clone repository option, which on clicking will allow you to clone your existing GitHub repositories that you can use to code, edit and manage in this entire workspace. On the right side you can see the prompt input field, where you can give the prompts, below which you have the plus option, on clicking which you can add context like media files like documents, images, folders and everything. You can also mention specific parts of the code files. You can also mention workflows as well. Next to it we have the conversation mode option, which on clicking will show you two options, among which I recommend you to keep it as planning, since it will create plans and execute them one by one. The fast model will directly execute the code without thinking that much as compared to the planning conversation mode. Next to it, you have the model selection menu, where you have different models, among which I recommend you to select these two models as shown in the video, which is the Gemini 3.1 Pro and the Claude Opus 4.6 Thinking. These are the best models out there for coding. So I suggest you to keep these models according to your usage. Sorry. So now what we will do is that I will create a ChatGPT clone to show you how you can use Antigravity, and also I will show you how you can integrate database like NoSQL database from Firestore, and also how you can integrate an Gemini API key for the conversation. So first go and click on the open folder option here to create a folder. I will choose the desktop destination. You can choose according to your choice. I will click on desktop. Then in the top left corner, you have the new folder option. Click on it. We have to rename the folder. I will rename it as ChatGPT clone. Now simply press enter and click on select folder option. After selecting the folder, you will see a model like this. Simply go and check the box which says trust the authors of all files in the parent folder desktop. Check it. Now click on yes, I trust the authors. This is a one-time process. Now it will not appear again. Now as you can see in the top left corner, you can see the desktop folder name that we have just created. It means that you are inside that folder, and you can now whatever changes you will do in this project, that will appear in that folder named ChatGPT clone. Now in the top right corner, I will write a prompt for creating our ChatGPT clone, which I have already written, and I will be providing it to you in the description. You can go and check it as well. So this was the prompt. Now I have inserted it in the prompt input field. Now I can click on send. So just click on send. Now it will think, it will create plans, it will create tasks and execute them one by one. So as you can see, it has created the tasks that it will now execute one by one and auto check them after completion of the tasks. Now it will ask you for several permissions during the development. You can simply reject or run or accept those changes. So do that according to your choices. Mostly you have to accept the changes or run the commands that it will ask for. Now as you can see, it has created an implementation plan and it will go and implement it sequentially. So let it begin. So let it happen. As you can see in the top left side in the Explorer, you can see it has created the files for the setup. Basically it has installed the dependencies that it will require for the dynamic website that we are creating. So it is installing the packages and doing the setup for writing the code files, managing those codes, and then running the development server. So now as you can see, it is thinking, it is generating the code. While it is doing that, let's go and create our database. For that, go to your browser and search for Firebase console in the input field and press enter. Then click on the first link that says Firebase-Google. Click on it. Now in the top right corner, you can see a go to console option. Just go and click on it. Now here you have to create a project first. So go and click on the get started option that says get started by setting up a Firebase project. So go and click on it. Now you have to name your project here. I will name it as ChatGemini. Go and click on continue and continue. Now in this section you have to select the Google Analytics account for the analytics of your page. So I will keep it as a default account for Firebase. You can go according to your choice. Then go and click on continue. Now it will create a Firebase project. As you can see, our Firebase project is ready. Now you can go and continue. Close this. Now here in the top left sidebar, you have to click on the build option. Just go and click on it. Now you have to scroll down and click on the Firestore database option for creating our first NoSQL database. So in here you have to click on this option that says get started. Now you have to keep it as default. Then click on next. Then you have to select a region where your data will be stored. Choose the nearest region. Since I am selecting Mumbai, it is the nearest region for me. Then click on next. You can select as production mode or test mode. I will keep it as production mode and click on continue. As you can see, our database is now ready. You can create collections and so on like that. Now in the sidebar, left sidebar, click on build. Scroll down. Now we have to enable the authentication. So click on the authentication option shown here. After clicking on authentication, click on get started. Now here you have to add some providers. So click on the email or password provider, which is a native provider for your authentication service. Now here click on enable, click on save. Now click on add new provider for adding one more authentication provider, which is the Google OAuth. Now click on Google option here from the additional providers menu. Now click on enable. Now scroll down a little bit. Here you have to select your account, that is your Gmail account, which is associated with your project. Just click on it and click on save. This is a simple setup and it is the required setup that will allow you to authenticate and use the Firestore database services. Now go in the left sidebar, click on the settings option, then click on the general option, scroll down. Now since we are creating an website, just click on the website option. Now name your web app. I will set it as ChatGemini and click on register app. Now if you scroll, you will see this type of code. It is nothing but the credentials that we will require for the environment variables. So just copy this part as shown in the video. Using this part, the front end will connect with the database and it can store the conversations, chats and everything. Now just copy it and click on next. Now go to Antigravity again. Now here you can see a .env file in the Explorer. Just click on it. As you can see, currently it is empty since we have not provided anything. So just in the prompt input field, paste the configuration files that we have just obtained and sent. Now what Antigravity will do, it will use this and add it on behalf of us. As you can see, it has already added. Now go and click on accept changes, or you can simply click on accept all. Now the next part is that we have to add our Gemini API key. For that, go to your browser, search for Google AI Studio, click on the first link that says Google AI Studio. Now here in this left sidebar in the bottom, click on the Get API Key option. Just go and click on the Get API Key option and just simply copy the API key. Make sure you have already created a project for getting the API key. Since we have already added everything, now let's just open a terminal and write the command npm run dev. and go to the URL, which is our local development server. As you can see, this is our authentication page. Just click on continue with Google. It is all created by Antigravity, and continue your authentication. So this is what the Antigravity IDE built for us. It looks exactly like ChatGPT. There are some resemblance issues, but it is quite similar to ChatGPT. Now let's say it hi and let's see if it responds. As you can see, it has already responded with a message hello, and in the left side you can see the conversations that will be available in the databases that we have connected. You can go and chat it with like a normal ChatGPT. It will respond to every chat you gave it. You can also go back into Antigravity. If you find any issues, you can go and copy the commands. You can give it prompts and it will then edit it for you. As you can see in the database, it has already created the collections for storing our chats, history and everything. If you go to the authentication section, you can see the users. Since we are registered using the Google Auth, it will show you the Google symbol here. And this is how we can create SaaS applications absolutely for free and simply by using Antigravity IDE. It is very simple and easy to use. This is the era of development that will be very easy for everyone to make websites. As you can see, it took us only few minutes to build this website. You can go and try on your own. If you liked the video, you can share it with your friends, colleagues and everyone who wants to build something like this. You can give it more prompts, commands to edit the website, the UI, the features. You can add more features. You can also tell it to add more database functions and everything, and it will do it for you. I have just edited the response styles of the AI. As you can see, it is highlighting the main part properly. It is bolding, it is giving it bold style. The authentication page looks quite well styled and good. So if you want to use Antigravity, just go to Antigravity and install it and use it.